Hey, what's going on, guys? Fate here, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm here to bring you guys some more Gen 5 Draft League. Last week I brought you guys my first 3 games of the season, so if you don't want to be spoiled on that, go watch that video and come back to this one after. Anyways, so through the first 3 games, I went 2-1 in WPF Rock Division, and I thought that was pretty solid for not playing much Gen 5 Draft League in the past. Today I'm bringing you guys my week 4 and week 5 games, so I'm bringing you guys 2 games so we can catch up all the way, and then I'll go more in depth in the future and in future games than I have over these first 5. But for now, we're gonna try to keep it more quickly go through the content or the replays, you know. So yeah. Anyways, looking at this one first, I thought Chandelure looked really solid. No ghost resist, right? So Chandelure looked really good against his team. Latias looks pretty much good against every team, but he does have Jirachi, which is definitely one of the better checks that I played the whole season. So yeah, I thought that was just some interesting things to go over first. Bringing pretty similar prep to what I brought for the most part. Licky back on the squad. You know, it wishes, you know how it does. It does things. Suicune, just a bulky water. Skarmory is going to prevent hazards, and Hitmonlee is going to spin him away. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go into this game. I played this game about a week ago, actually. So, shouldn't be that hard to remember things. Just a little over a week ago. I was Charty Berry Chandelure, though, for Breloom, but Breloom didn't come. So, my bad, guys. Yeah, Breloom didn't come, so that was interesting. Obviously, Specs would have been amazing for Chandelure this game, but Breloom did not come. You should. I do show that I am Draco Meteor there pretty quickly, and I do a ton of damage to the Blastoise. The Blastoise is going to switch out. Now, I make an unfortunate prediction there, and I take 60% with my Chandelure for no reason. I do predict to switch to Arcanine though, and I go Hard Suicune, which is pretty good. And then I'm going to go Scald. Trade Scald for Toxic, which not that bad. Especially since I am Rest, of course. So, yeah. This game is pretty long, so I'm going to put it on fast now. I do Dodge a Thunder there, pretty helpful. For sure, no doubt about that. But yeah, this is just some more Gen 5, a little bit more of a balanced build for both of our teams though than what we normally played, and that is some really cool prep there by my opponent. He reveals Snarl, and Snarl is great for Suicune because Suicune is obviously going to be my switch into the Arcanine. So him clicking Snarl makes it so that Suicune doesn't force out Arcanine anymore. So yeah, Snarl is just really cool prep by my opponent, to be 100% honest with you. Now we're just kind of in this stalemate where I'm just kind of staying in because I don't really have another option, and he's just staying in because he doesn't need to risk a burn or anything on anything else. So yeah. Okay, as you see, I brought my Hitmonlee in, which is doing incredible amounts of damage to his whole team. And then I go Chandelure, go for Energy Ball, and I do manage to get the first go. So that's pretty good for me. It does bring out the Kyurem. I'm not going to save my Chandelure on 1%. Then I'm bringing out Skarmory. I'm going to put my rocks, which really about time. I really needed the rocks. So then I go Latias, which is going to force some stuff out. Echoing Draco. Mamoswine goes down very quickly. Latias has just been incredible for me this season. And he brings out Kyurem, which I'm like, okay, that one's probably a Scarf, judging how he's playing it right now. I go Suicune instead of Skarmory, because I figure Ice Beam's coming out, no reason to risk getting 2-code or anything for my Skarmory. So, wow, I'm struggling to speak. But it's okay. So he does have the Licky there. Or I have the Licky coming in on the Jirachi. As you see, I'm 4 and Dragon Tail, so I didn't want to lose to any setup for sure. This makes me a little susceptible to potentially a last Mon trying to set up on me, especially if I can't hit it, Jirachi specifically. It's a mon that I could be a little susceptible to if he just lets all his other mons go. So, yeah. And as you can see, this game is pretty dang long here. I go Latias, and I believe that this is the biggest misplay of the game. I go Latias in the Reuniclus instead of when I have Licky and Suicune, that pretty much wallet. I trick it because I didn't want it to be leftovers Calm Mind, even though I think I could have calced by now that it was Life Orb. I believe it was Life Orb. And then obviously I just lose my Latias for no reason, which was a biggest threat to Arcanine, which now I don't really have a way to threaten out ever at all, to be honest. So you're just going to see a lot of my Suicune just kind of sitting here in front of the Arcanine. And I think that does come down to me tricking away my choice specs, which really would have helped me a lot in this game. Because you see Scald is just not doing any damage since he's using Snarl. Just really good prep by my opponent to use Snarl in this way. Just really impressive, to be honest. So I'm going to move it on to Hyper Fast, because you're going to see just me and my opponent trying to PP stall each other at this point, because we don't really have the means to break each other that much at this point, because he does have his Reuniclus, but it's choice specs now, so it can't really lock itself into one move that's going to be able to rip through my team, especially since I protect, be able to scout for the most part. And his only way of winning, or our way of winning, is both to basically take out all of our opponent's PP on useful moves, and then the other one will win, basically. So yeah, that's what you're going to see. And I believe this game ends up being over 100 turns. So yeah, I needed to put that on Hyperfast probably a while ago, to be honest with you. But you're just going to see a lot of this. And you see my Licky paralyzed, which I mean, we're both paralyzed, but my Licky is paralyzed, which does kind of suck. But I mean, it was bound to happen, right? Or does he have T-Wave? Or okay, he just T-bolted me. Yeah, that was bound to happen as I was taking T-bolts from Reuniclus and Jirachi throughout the game. So really, that was bound to happen. And yeah, like I said, this game gets pretty just us PP stalling each other. It's just I'm literally switching back and forth there. I do dodge a Thunder, which is pretty key. So I do end up getting kind of unlucky later, but it's hard to say because I dodged 2 Thunders already. That just quite frankly helped me a lot. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I misunderstood how sleep mechanics worked in Gen 5 in this game, because my Suicune like literally never woke up. So yeah, I definitely did not know how sleep mechanics worked at all, which is bad. I should have known how sleep mechanics worked. But you know how it is. Sometimes you play a new type of game, or in this case, I'm playing a new gen, and I was not fully aware of how everything worked. So yeah, take a sip of water then. Yeah, we're still PP stalling each other now. So as you can see, this is why I didn't really want to go in depth with every turn anyway, because this game really could have been a long time if I went in depth with every single turn. At this point, I'm trying to paralyze the Arcanine, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to paralyze the Arcanine is the main thing. We've also paralyzed the Reuniclus though already. I know it's burned. Okay. Oh yeah, I burned the Reuniclus and I would have rather paralyzed it, obviously. But yeah, so he's just he's in a really good spot, to be honest. Because I can't really kill the Arcanine or the Reuniclus. And I mean, he can't really kill my Licky either. Outside of Paris, I make a good double there to force a kill with my Hitmonlee, and then I immediately lose my Skarmory, and I get paralyzed. And I believe this is coming close to my downfall here, as I just really want a para there. I probably should have wished a turn earlier, because now you're going to see me get paralyzed, I think 3 times in a row there, and lose my Licky, and that's basically going to be it. And then I also just missed HJK immediately, which I probably didn't die to Flamethrower. So missing that HJK sucked because I probably did kill the Arcanine, and it would have been Suicune and Hitmonlee versus Reuniclus, but probably still lose that one anyway. So it's weird. It's definitely a weird game, very long game. But eventually you will see that my Suicune does just take the L. He comes in and goes for Thunder. And I mean, I think I was still clearing rest because I was like, yeah, I could still PP stall because I'm just sleeping. So I have a chance to PP stall, but nah, because he's going to get Spidef drop there, which is actually going to do me in. I rest immediately. I don't want to spin PP. But yeah, he's just gonna do all that. I'm gonna rest up here. Wow, this game was this is one of the longest games I've ever played in draft. But yeah, he gets some Spidef drops there, and he finally takes the win. So a very long game there, 163 turns, and I do end up taking the L. So we won our first 2 games, and then we lose our next 2. So yeah. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next game. Okay, and we're back, and fortunately for us all, this game is much faster. I am playing Rain, which I've already played Rain before this season, and I think I had a pretty solid Suicune set to help me out against the Rain. Also, just like none of his team really wants to take Scald and take a burn. Pretty bad for him. Weavile has a really good matchup here. Like Ice Resist is Politoed. Well, I guess he has Starmie too, but Night Slash hits that, and then Night Slash can actually hit Politoed pretty hard too. So Weavile has probably the best matchup it's had all season. And then, I mean, that's the main thing. That really helps me out in this matchup. So let's go ahead and get into the game. I'll press play here. I lead Hitmonlee, he leads Crocodile. He does switch immediately. I believe I also switched though. I was scared, like I was slower, and then there were some Crook sets that EQ could have killed me. He makes a really good double here at the start of the game, probably knowing that Suicune really is my only option to come in on that one. And he just continuously gets momentum with that double, or off that double, into the Crook, and then he makes another double, which I thought was weird, like probably Stealth Rock there, or Knock, or something. But I guess Knock kind of sucks, so it makes sense. But he goes Dragonite, and then I roll him that out pretty easily. And I get up my rocks as he goes Thunderous, which I thought was a pretty decent trade because I knew I could bring in my Nidoking here and live pretty easily. And then I keep up my rocks. So I felt like rocks were a pretty good trade there, even though I know I was going to lose momentum. I go for Ice Beam. Now Starmie is a huge issue here in this game. Suicune really is my only switch in. He goes for Rapid Spin. So he takes all my rocks pretty quickly, but I still think rocks is like fine for that early in the game. But Suicune really munches on Thunder, to be honest. So not a huge deal there. And wow, we have a lot of things going, so I'm just gonna put it on fast now. And I get the Rain Boosted Scald off. I feel pretty solid in my position, to be honest. I don't think it's a huge deal. He recovers up, I go for Scald, get another Rain Boosted Scald. So it's doing at least 20% plus burn damage. Really not bad, all things considered. And I'm just getting lefties by doing this. So I think I'm fine. This was fresh off the PP stall game, so I wanted to be a little careful with my Scalds, but I figured burning like 5 here, really not the biggest deal. He recovers there, and I'm going to rest finally, which is probably what he was waiting for. But I'm just going to stay in, I believe, and go for Sleep Talk. I get the Toxic off. Rain Boosted Scald also would have been nice, so I really didn't care which one I got there. He goes for U-Turn again, brings in the Starmie. I get to go my Suicune again though. Click Surf. Really thought Thunder was like a pretty solid play for him, as he was at 100, so he wasn't risking that much by staying, by making that prediction, because Nidoking wasn't going to kill regardless. But hey, that's just me, since he was making all those plays earlier. I understand though. You just want to catch me being over aggressive. So I rest up. I'm back. and then this time he catches me being over aggressive for sure, and my Suicune eats a Thunder to the face. It goes down to 20%. So to say that that was a misplay would be a little bit of an understatement. And now I stay in and I lose my Nidoking, which is like really bad. Like, hold on, I gotta press pause. So I have a Suicune at 20%, and Suicune at 20% with rest turns being reset every time that it switches out is really bad because I mean it's asleep. So that's really bad. I don't know why I would keep that Mon in, to be honest. Right? That just doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, that's pretty stupid. Yeah, I should have sacked Suicune for sure instead of sacking the Nidoking and then opening myself up to T-Bolt spam or Thunder spam. And then also, I bring in my Weavile, which by the way, I miss EV. Army is faster than my Weavile. Pretty bad. But he thankfully goes for Thunder there, not Surf, and I just go for Night Slash and I kill him. Not sure I understand the Thunder play at all, to be honest with you, unless Surf didn't kill, which I find unlikely. I know he's bulky, but still. Yeah, and then I take a Scald there with my Skarmory to get Stealth Rock up, and then I go Suicune, which he goes Hard Thunders on, but I do keep my Stealth Rocks up, which is pretty good. So, and then I get Rain Boost Scald into the Thunders, which is pretty close to dead at this point. So I'm really not in that bad of a position, especially since I have Rocks up and they're here to stay now. And then I can bring my Weavile, which at this point is the fastest Mon left. So I feel pretty okay in my position. He goes Politoed, and I am Combine Latias in this game. And he goes for Parasong, which was like weird. I didn't expect Parasong, that's for sure. But I just T-Bolt, get huge damage off there. Cannot believe that this is fast. He clicks Protect. I can bring another T-Bolt, which makes sense. Protect is pretty expected. Parasong type of Mon. I go Skarmory, he goes Crook, so I get the play right there. He clicks up. He puts up his own rocks finally, which I thought he was going to do way earlier in the game, to be honest. And then I go for Brave Bird here, and I get a crit, pretty big crit there. So I'm a -1, and then I also, so I would have done way less damage, but instead I do the normal damage I would have done times 2, or I don't remember if it's 1.5 or 2 in this game. It doesn't matter that much. But yeah, so that's a pretty big crit there to just really put Ferrothorn in range of my Latias. Well, it's going to help my Latias out a lot, even my Weavile to an extent. Although Weavile didn't need as much help as Latias. I bring out my Hitmonlee here. I go for Rapid Spin, not expecting him to stay in, that's for sure. However, I lived the Gyro Ball there, so ended up being, or not the Gyro Ball, I lived the Power Whip there, so it ended up being okay. And then he goes Hitmonlee, or he goes Crocodile, but HJK is just gonna obliterate Crocodile even at with Hitmonlee at -1. I go Skarmory on the D-Knight. I want to keep around Mach Punch and stuff, so it looks like that Mon is banded, considering how I switched out there. I just click Whirlwind, just get up some damage. And then he goes Politoed, and I go back to my Latias, then click Combine again. He is going to click Parasong again, and then I leave up for Dictin to click Combine or switch here, so I go for Combine again, or I click Protect or switch. I go for Combine again, try to kill the Ferrothorn. Now here with this move, he Super Spit F and lives it, goes for Payback, which is wild. And then I have to switch. I go Hitmonlee, dodge the attack, pretty lucky, I'm not gonna lie. And I go for HJK, get a kill there. And now I have my Latias against Politoed again. I go for CM again, he goes for Parasong again. So once again, repeating this cycle again. And then I figured he would not protect there. I go for T-Bolt, and I get a nice roll to kill that one. And he goes D-Knight, goes for E-Speed, and then I go Skarmory. I don't want to lose my Weavile for no reason. Go for Bird, and get the kill. So we get a big win there in week 5, which is good. Stops the bleeding a little bit from the last 2 weeks, and we improve to 3-2. So yeah, a little bit lucky in that second game. I don't think the luck was that bad. Like, I think it would have changed the game for sure, but I think I still had a really good shot to win the game because I saw Weavile, which could have definitely dent some mons, which I didn't end up needing, and then Skarmory, which he didn't really have a great way to kill. So, yeah. Anyways, that is it for this week. Like it if you like it, and subscribe for more. Catch you guys next time. Peace.